A wildly popular fast food chain south of the border that is stirring up controversy as it opened its doors here in Toronto.
The owner is accused of homophobia and is openly against gay marriage. CTV's Janice Golding is at the Toronto location of Chick-fil-A, where lineups of customers have been met with lineups of protesters. Janice.
That's right, Michelle. The protesters have finally gone away, although they were here most of the morning and afternoon, shouting, very angry with denouncements of Chick-fil-A. However, as you can see, the lineup of customers has not diminished. In fact, it goes right around the block. The people who are on the corner here right behind me say they've already been waiting for 40 minutes, and they still probably have another half hour to go. Brandishing signs like "cluck off" and Chick-fil-A abusing people and animals, protesters expressed their outrage over the opening of the first Chick-fil-A in Toronto.
No chicken is worth my life. No chicken is worth my dignity.
The group gathered here say the U.S. fast food giant has given millions to anti-LGBTQ organizations and is a proponent of conversion therapy. In fact, in 2012, the company's president spoke out against same-sex marriage, saying he was in favor of the biblical definition of the family unit.
This is not about fried chicken. This is about something so much bigger than that. This is about social justice. This is about hate-fueled values.
We are known for being the most ethno-racially diverse city in the world. Torontonians love diversity. We don't love Chick-fil-A, and we're just here to let people know who maybe didn't know about Chick-fil-A's horrible human rights record.
Still, as much as protesters made their concerns clear, customers waiting in line wouldn't be deterred from sampling the cuisine.
It was so good. Chicken's amazing, guys. Eat more chicken. Delicious. Really, really good.
When I heard Chick-fil-A is opening in Canada, I got so excited and glad to be part of day one.
Still others had a message of their own, one of support for Chick-fil-A and the company's values.
You know, God bless Chick-fil-A. It's great food, and they have a right to stand for their convictions.
I believe in the definition of marriage in a biblical way as well.
In fact, evangelical Christian leader Charles McVitie stood in line for a sandwich today and accused the protesters surrounding him of attacking Christianity.
There's no evidence. What, because they give money to family values? That's promoting hatred? This is nonsense. This is just anti-Christian bigotry. Attack them because they're Christians.
Meanwhile, the operator of the Yonge Bloor franchise issued this message today. We respect people's right to share their opinion and want all Torontonians to know they are welcome at Chick-fil-A Yonge Bloor. Our focus is on offering a welcoming and respectful environment, and we encourage people to give us a try. And no matter how loudly people protest, Chick-fil-A says it plans to open 15 more locations in the GTA over the next 5 years. McVitie has organized the 20th annual Jesus in the City Parade for tomorrow afternoon, and he's encouraging thousands of marchers to stop here to pray for freedom and security. He says that parade will get underway at around 1 p.m. Reporting live from Janice Golding. Now back to Michelle.
Thank you, Janice.
Well, this is the long lineup at Yonge Bloor, just south of Yonge Bloor. Right now, earlier today, there was quite a bit of controversy in and around this line as well. It was very, very busy, and as a result, it's because of the first Chick-fil-A location here in Toronto, in Canada, in fact. This is a chain of restaurants that is known for its chicken, but also known for its controversy and its religious preferences.
The message was loud and clear,
shame, shame, shame,
aimed directly at those behind the name Chick-fil-A. Toronto's LGBTQ community raising the flag along with signs, telling the company to cluck off, taking issue with what they say is a hateful history.
It's about social justice. This is about hate-fueled values. There are ethical ways to do business, and there are lots of places where you can get fried chicken in which people are not being discriminated against for their sexual orientation, their gender identity, or their gender expression.
Chick-fil-A's CEO has been accused of being against same-sex marriage. He's been quoted saying he supports the biblical definition of the family unit, while donating money to discriminatory organizations.
No, it's crazy because I'm being caught. First, I'm being caught being a homophobe because I support a company.
It's chicken sandwiches. It's chicken sandwiches. This brand has done nothing to any of these people. I want to get a chicken sandwich and, enjoy the craziness of just how wrong and hypocritical these people are.
For its part, the operator of the Toronto location offered this, Quote, "We want all Torontonians to know they are welcome at Chick-fil-A Yonge Bloor. We respect people's right to share their opinions. Our focus is on offering a welcoming and respectful environment for our guests and team members, and we encourage people to give us a try." Animal rights activists also staged a laydown, briefly preventing the long line of customers from making their way inside, but not before Amanda, who waited overnight to be the first to get a taste.
I've never had it. I've always wanted to try it. My friends rave about it, and it's the first thing they do when they get to the States is go to a Chick-fil-A, and so I'm here.
I think, like, bringing your personal beliefs into a business that's just here to sell chicken, owners who may not even have the same beliefs, that's wrong.
The 50-plus people on hand and the organization behind the demonstration vow to continue with the anti-Chick-fil-A message.
They're choosing corporate profit over human lives, which I think is utterly ridiculous and very mean-hearted. But if they want their chicken, they want their chicken.
And they do, in fact, want their chicken. The lineups continue. It goes all the way around the corner. This is a very popular place, obviously, for that reason. There's going to be 15 more locations opening up in the GTA over the next few years. This place is open 6 days a week, closed on Sundays.
Is this a chicken restaurant opening, or is this some sort of a statement about the rights of people from the gay community and the transgender community that are here protesting? And it's a little bit of both. You've got both here. You've got a very, very passionate group of people that don't feel that Chick-fil-A should be opening here on Yonge Street in Toronto. But there's also a big, long lineup of people that can't wait to try their famous chicken and their waffle fries. And so we're here having a look, and there's heated emotions on both sides.
Chick-fil-A has a long history of donating to anti-LGBTQ2S organizations. Toronto is a welcoming, open, accepting home for our community, and it's really important that we stand up and we say, not in Toronto, no, nowhere. It is unacceptable for an organization, regardless of how delicious their chicken may or may not be.
Yeah, I think that a form of protest, a form of peaceful protest as well, is also just taking up space. Not to fault anybody for yelling and screaming, but taking up space and being a visual representation, I think is also very important.
And we wanted to make a peaceful protest today. We didn't want anything other than that.
What is it about
we're about love.
Chick-fil-A that upsets you?
Well, the CEO of Chick-fil-A, they have an organization that donates money to multiple charities and organizations that support anti-LGBTQI+ or ideologies,
like conversion therapy.
As early as like 2 years ago, they've donated over $1.8 million or something like that to these charities. So we're just here today to let people know that that's where their money is going. It may be $5, $6 here and there, might not be a big deal, but if thousands and thousands of people think it's not that big of a deal, well, that's as much money as they donated to a single charity last year.
That Chick-fil-A has given millions of dollars to anti-2S LGBTQ organizations, proponents of conversion therapy, and that just that level of discrimination and policy has no place in our city and in public sphere or in the business world here.
City for fried chicken.
I think there's many options, like making informed choices and supporting ethical business. These are the conversations we need to have. I think that people are allowed to feel a sense of collective outrage, and our messaging to anyone who is out here today to raise their voice has been that this is a peaceful way of organizing, but we are organizing because the levels of violence experienced in our communities is extensive. So people yelling, I think that's just fair game.
I mean, there's no reason not to be offended by a company that invests millions of dollars against anti-LGBT campaigns, or, it makes sense that we'd be standing out here. This is not just about a piece of fucking filet. This is not about a piece of chicken. This is more than that.
I just am hoping that the people who think it's just a chicken sandwich will realize that it's a lot more than that, and realize that like you were saying, that your dollars go to fund hate. If you buy chicken here, you're funding kids killing themselves.
So I got the spicy deluxe chicken, yummy combo, waffle fries, amazing, and then I got the grilled chicken nuggets, so good. It's so moist, like
amazing. And then I got a Fruitopia as a drink. Yeah. And of course, new merchandise that I will be rocking.
Yes.
I will be wearing. You know what? I have work soon, and I'm gonna wear this to work today. 100%. It's Friday. Hey, why not?
I'm coming here for lunch. This is my favorite restaurant in America. It's the number 3 chain in the country. It's the largest chicken chain in America. It's amazing food, and we are in a free society. And if someone is of one faith or another, it should have no bearing on their business.
At the end of the day, strong feelings about the issue, but no one's been hurt, no arrests. The restaurant's staying open. You can either come to it or not come to it. It's up to you. That's the freedom of Canada. For the Toronto Sun, I'm Joe Warmington.
It's chicken sandwiches.
Exactly.
It's chicken sandwiches.
You, because you're a heterosexual cisgendered male. That's why it's only chicken.
It's a chicken shop. Get lost.
Chick-fil-A, the corporation and the ownership of the company donate to lobbying organizations and to organizations that protest against the right of queer people, the right of the LGBTQIA, etc. community to live, to love, to take up space in our own communities. And we think that, everybody deserves a place to exist, so we would rather they not deny people such a place to exist.
Millions
It's
of dollars
chicken
towards
sandwiches.
anti-LGBT
It's chicken
rights.
sandwiches.
Exactly.
It's chicken sandwiches.
You, because
It's
you're a heterosexual cisgendered male. That's why it's only chicken.
Every CEO
But
of
we are
every
talking
major
about
corporation.
Chick-fil-A. We are talking about Chick-fil-A. Grow up.
This is not just about a piece of filet. This is not about a piece of chicken. This is more than that for us.
Homophobes off our streets.
I was just with everybody else noting the hypocrisy of all these people. I believe they use all kinds of brands with, evil CEOs, Amazon, Walmart, all of those kinds of things. They're here to protest the CEO of this specific brand. This brand has done nothing to any of these people. There's tons of LGBT and transsexual people that work at Chick-fil-A's all across the United States that have they tell me they love their jobs. So I just don't know why we're here to protest this brand right now.